What's up guys, Shevon here, back with a new video, and this is 10 reasons why the iPhone is better than Android. So the first reason you should get an iPhone over an Android if you're very clumsy. No, I'm not saying this because of course on Android you have phones with drop protection and everything, but I'm speaking about customer service and Apple Care. So recently I had my iPhone and it just fried overnight. It wasn't working and I simply just went 20 minutes drive, got to the Apple store, we spoke about it, and in 3 to 4 hours I got myself a brand new iPhone, no charges or anything, and that's just because of Apple Care and their customer service. So now when it comes on to Android or any phones running Android, it's very hard to find a store like a Motorola store to go there and then get your phone repaired or fixed within the same day. Next up guys is malware. Now on Android you can download like APKs and it's very easy to get viruses on your phone. With iPhone, encryption and software doesn't allow any viruses or malware to get on your phone. So if you're always downloading stuff online, Apple has a lot of firewalls that stops all of those, and I haven't seen an iPhone that has malware or any iPhone that has been threatened by a virus before, and that's very important if you take your phone seriously or if you have information stored on your phone that you don't want to get leaked out to the public. So this is very important, especially because of all the Apple Pay and Android Pay and all of those things that are on our devices right now, or credit card information is on there, or address. Every personal information is on our phone, so not allowing viruses into our phone is very important. And if you're very skeptical about that, the iPhone is way better than Android when it comes on to security and encryption of data. Thirdly is 3D touch. Now 3D touch is really important to me, and it's very cool how Apple integrated this software into their hardware devices. Now Apple Touch is just a feature where you hold down and you get quick actions on applications. Now I am someone who loves to cut out all the unnecessary steps, so having this shortcut of me just holding down on the YouTube application and being able to just go to my subscriptions, being able to just search, or being able to view my profile right from the home page without have to be going into the application then going to subscription is really important towards me. And 3D touch is something that iPhone does way better than Android. I've seen a couple Android devices trying to imitate 3D touch, but it's just not as responsive, it's not as intuitive, and it's not as snappy as 3D touch. Up next guys, we have the speed of the device. So it has a faster real world speed than Android devices. So if you use the Android devices a lot, for example, let's give it a month, it will start to slow up, it will start to store up all these caches, and overall your phone is just gonna start to move slower, especially if it's a cheaper end model. But with the iPhones, it's just so much faster. I mean, Android spec sheets look very intimidating and it looks like a beast, but when you put it into the real world testing, I have a lot of videos online, not me, but a lot of videos are online showing speed tests, iPhone versus Android, and the iPhone just straight up obliterate these software phones which is running Android. So it's definitely faster when it comes on to real world experience when using your iPhone on a day-to-day basis. In the fifth spot guys, if you're an app lover like me, obviously you love apps because you have a phone, but iPhones gets apps faster, and we also get the best apps first. So for example, when Instagram came out, it was released to iPhones first, then Android got it months later. When Snapchat came out, iPhone get it, Android get it months later. What like exclusive apps, exclusive games such as Super Mario Run, it came on the iPhone, it debuted on the iPhone first, then Android got it later, and it's just a waiting game when you're on Android. You're not sure if you're gonna get all the exclusive applications, you just have to hope and pray. But with the iPhones, it's there, it's just there for us. Just like with PS4s, we have some games that Xbox doesn't have, so you have to choose the side, and to me the iPhone side is the best side when it comes on to applications for your devices. In the sixth spot guys, we have no bloatware, and no bloatware meaning that we don't have junk apps on our phones. For example, if we bought this phone from Bell or Fido, we don't have all the Bell and Fido provided applications on our devices. So with Android, if you buy a phone locked to like T-Mobile or Sprint or Verizon, you have all these applications just sitting there on your phone, you can't delete them, and it just has taken up so many storage. It just looks ugly we don't need it, but we can't get rid of it. But with iPhone, if you want a good experience straight out the box, it's definitely the way to go. You don't have to delete any applications or anything. It's fresh. It has all the necessary applications. If there's applications you want to delete, Apple has now integrated an option to delete those apps. So you could delete the calculator app, you could delete the mail app, and I think that's very, very unselfish of Apple, and I really appreciate that. But with Android, you have a lot of bloatware, and to be honest, no one likes bloatware. So if you hate bloatware, Apple's phones or Apple devices is the way to go for you. In the 7th spot, we spoke about this already, but this is Apple Pay. Now, Apple Pay is way more secure, not really secure, but is way more popular than Android Pay. And we could get away with Apple Pay in a lot more stores. We could get it away with a lot more countries. For example, with my Moto Z2 Play, I tried to install Apple Pay with TD Bank and it didn't work. It says not yet supported in this area. So Apple Pay is more worldwide, it's more renowned, it's more favorable, it's faster, it's better, it's been there for more years than Android Pay. So if you're looking for non-embarrassment when trying to pay for something, Apple Pay is the best way to go. In the number 8 spot, we have seamless syncing. Now, when I say seamless syncing, is that when you have an iPhone, when you have an iOS device, you could easily sync stuff between your Mac, your iPad, your Apple Watch. Everything is just stored within one specimen, and that's really, really, really important if you're always switching between devices. For example, if you copy something on your iPhone, you could paste it on your Mac. If you copy something on your Mac, you could paste it on your iPhone. You have iMessage on your Mac, you have iMessage on your iPhone, you have iMessage on your Apple Watch, you have iMessage on your iPad. With Android, you have text messages. You can't text on your laptop. You can't sync between files on your laptop on your PC. You can't send photos straight through AirDrop to your PC. You can't sync photos with iCloud. I mean, when it comes down to syncing between different devices seamlessly without any effort, iPhone does that in the best way possible, and it's one of the main reasons why the iPhone's ecosystem is way better. In the number 9 spot, guys, we have support for older devices. So this essentially means that iOS supports older devices longer than Android. The OnePlus 3T was released on November 15, 2016, and it can't get the latest version of Android, and that's very, very disappointing and sad. When it comes down to iPhone, I think the iPhone 5S is gonna support iOS 11 this fall, and the iPhone 5S came out a long time, 2013, and this fall it's gonna get the latest version of iOS 11. So when it comes down to supporting older devices, Apple does it way better than Android, and if you always want the latest software, definitely lean towards iOS, because you don't have to buy the newest phones just to get the newest software, because their support for older devices is way, way longer than Android. In the 10th spot, I wanted to put camera, but I was thinking and I was saying that it's kind of 50-50, because obviously every iPhone camera is way, way better than most Android phones out there right now. It could be the iPhone 5, it could be the iPhone 5S. It's still more superior than any 2017 Android device that tried to stack up against it. Now, all of this comes with a price, of course. For example, my Moto Z2 Play cost around $600, $700. You could get a 5S for around $500, and the camera quality is way better. So Apple's camera is always premium, but I'm not gonna put that in the 10th spot. What I'm gonna put in the 10th spot is how user-friendly iOS is and how easy it is to use outside of the box. Now, when you open up an iPhone, it's very easy to use. It's straightforward. Everything is there in front of you. With an Android phone, if you get a Nexus, it might look different. Whole new learning curve. If you get a Galaxy S8, there's a whole new skin over it, whole new learning curve again. It's really hard to understand, and if you just want to take a phone straight out of the box and use it without any research or instruction manuals, iOS does it way better, iPhone does it way better. Now, that's 10 reasons why I think the iPhone is better than the Androids. And if you like the video, drop a like down below. If you want to see my other video on why Android is better than iPhone, you should definitely go and check that one out. Always love, peace, and tweaks. Signing out.